All right, everyone, buckle up. We're diving deep into the world of AI and health today.
Ooh, sounds exciting. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. So we're looking at this presentation
Okay.
from Chris Smith. He spoke at the Chiang Mai Expats Club in Thailand. He talked about all the crazy innovations
Oh.
that are happening in health tech right now.
Yeah.
And get this, there's a surprising link to traditional Chinese medicine.
Oh, really? I'm intrigued. You know how much I'm fascinated by how AI is changing everything?
I know, right?
And healthcare is like, well, it's ripe for disruption. This presentation
Look.
really highlights that, especially with how AI can translate prescriptions from ancient Chinese medicine. Like, what?
I know, right? It's mind-blowing. Imagine AI can actually read those ancient symbols, figure out what they mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then translate into modern medical terms. It's like having a universal translator for ancient wisdom.
It's incredible. And think about it. Someone in, like, I don't know, Brazil could benefit from a remedy that's been used in China for centuries, all thanks to AI. That's amazing.
That's really opening up healthcare to everyone.
Exactly. Exactly.
You always talk about how you're fascinated by how AI is changing the way we track our own health.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, what's the latest gadget? Right.
Well, Smith, in this presentation, he talks about all these cool new gadgets.
Mm.
Have you heard about those smart scales?
Yeah.
That can tell you your body composition and, like, track your progress over time.
It's not just scales, though, right? We've got blood pressure monitors.
Oh, yeah.
EKGs, all these devices that connect to our phones.
Yeah.
All this data, it's fascinating.
Yeah, it's like having a personal health assistant right in your pocket.
Right.
But then it makes you think about privacy, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like, who has access to all this information? Is it secure? That's a big concern.
It's a huge concern.
Yeah, we need to be careful with that. We need to make sure it's being used responsibly.
Yeah, and speaking of making healthcare accessible, Smith's presentation also talked about telemedicine. Imagine no more rushing to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
You can have a virtual appointment from anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, is telemedicine the future?
It could be. I mean, especially for people in rural areas or people who have trouble getting around.
Yeah, it's true.
It could really change things, like democratize healthcare.
Yeah.
But I do wonder about the human connection.
I know, right? Like, how do you build trust with a doctor you never met in person?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's important, that human touch. Something to think about.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and Smith, he told this really cool story
Okay.
about visiting a traditional Chinese medicine shop. You know those shelves stacked high with herbs?
I'd like to smell it now.
It's like stepping back in time. And what's even cooler is that they use AI to translate the prescriptions right there in the shop.
That's wild. It really shows how AI can bridge the gap between, like, ancient knowledge and modern tech.
It's like, who would have thought? Combining the old and the new in such a cool way. It makes you wonder, what other possibilities are out there?
Right. Like, what hidden gems could we discover?
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. And it doesn't stop there. Smith's presentation also went into how wearable technology is evolving. We're not just talking about fitness trackers anymore. He talked about smart rings
Wow, cool.
that can track your health data,
Wow.
and even devices that can help people with mobility. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's not just about counting steps anymore. It's about improving our lives in really meaningful ways.
Yeah, but again, it raises some ethical questions,
Yeah,
like data privacy. Who has access to all that information?
absolutely. Accessibility, too. We need to make sure these advancements benefit everyone, not just a select few.
That's a really important point.
Yeah.
So we've talked about all these amazing advancements, but before you run out and buy every health gadget you see, Smith did give a word of caution. Not everything out there is as good as it claims to be.
It's true. It's like the Wild West out there. There's some amazing stuff, but also some things that are, well, maybe not so effective.
Yeah, it's buyer beware.
Right. Do your research, read reviews, talk to your doctor. Don't believe everything you see.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to our health. It's up to us to stay informed. Wow, what a fascinating deep dive into the world of AI and health. It's incredible how fast things are changing.
It really is. And it makes you think, what's next? How can we make sure these advancements benefit everyone?
Yeah, it's exciting and a little bit scary at the same time.
Right. But it's a conversation we need to have.
Absolutely. So much to think about. If you want to explore this more, Smith mentioned a health and tech line group
Okay.
in his presentation. It might be worth checking out. But for now, that's it for our deep dive today. Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.